Hello, ladies and gentlemen. How are you all doing? Let me hope you're doing fine. My name is Brian Matrix. I'm an artist, a producer, mixing and mastering engineer. Yes, I decided to have a series of topics that I wanted to communicate, to talk about with you people, share with you. This is the wisdom and knowledge that I think everyone needs. Yes, I've been giving this message so that I deliver it to you. It may help your life somewhere, somehow. Yeah. Now, I'm starting with a few topics here, and the first one is a question. Have you ever asked yourself who you are? Have you ever been in a moment where you ask yourself, who am I? Or have you ever asked yourself who you truly are? Putting aside all the titles that you call yourself by, doctor, professor, teacher, what else? A local man, a businessman, a mogul, a CEO of a company, a poor man, like some people call themselves. Have you ever asked yourself so deeply who you truly are? Or if I ever ask you, who are you? What would you tell me? What would be your answer? To most of the people, when you ask them who they are, they will tell you, I am maybe Mr. So-and-so from such and such a place. I am a doctor. I am this and that. But is that truly what, does that truly define who you are? Is that who you really are? That's a profound question. Now here's the thing. What if someone wakes up one day and they strip you off of all those titles that you think describe you? What truly remains? Now let's say you call yourself a doctor, or you're a teacher by profession, you're a professor, you're a businessman, you're a musician like me. What if one day someone comes and changes all those titles, or they strip them off of you? What does remain about you? And then someone will come and tell you, I am a man, or I am a woman, I am a Ugandan. They will tell you all such kinds of things to describe who they truly are. But what if someone wakes up still and says, and they change the title of being a woman, of being a man, of being a Ugandan, of being anyone, an American, an Australian? What remains of you if all that is stripped off you? That takes us to another step. Who are you? That is the question. Just pause for a while and answer that. Who are you, sir or madam? Okay, when you close your eyes, no one is watching you. It is only you and you alone in a certain room. You close your eyes. Who are you when you close your eyes? Because at times you may be called a professor or a doctor or anything, or a teacher. But when no one calls you that, you're in a certain room, there isn't anyone that knows you. It is only you and you. Who calls you a doctor? Who calls you a professor? Who calls you Mr. or who calls you Mrs.? Most of us think we are something because that is what society told us we are, or that is what we've collected throughout our entire lives. That is what we think defines us. We think maybe what we attain through education is what defines who we are. But remember, you are still someone even without that education, even without that title. You are still something. And then when you close your eyes, there is something that you see. There is something that your mind tells you that that's who you truly are. But is it that answer of who you are? Because even putting aside what your mind tells you, even still when your mind still speaks, there is someone inside of you that still watches what your mind speaks. Have you ever noticed that? That you can sit inside of you, you can be sitting somewhere and you observe what your mind thinks. That actually means you're not even your mind. Just try it out. Just close your eyes and let your mind think of something. There is still that someone beneath that mind that watches what the mind thinks. As you're still thinking about that question, thinking about what I've given you, think about it critically. Yes, please do. But as you still think about it, there is another question that comes. Take your time and listen to this. Okay, if you are whatever you think you are, why are you here? Why are you on earth? It's another question. Why are you here? Do you think you just randomly came? Or do you think you just randomly were brought up on earth? Yes, I know your mom slept with your dad. Or I know there's something that happened in between there and you were born. You brought to life. But do you think that is the reason? What do you think is the reason you were brought to earth? Because for everything to happen, there must be a reason. Yes, your mom or your dad was a vessel that was used to bring you to earth. But what do you think is the reason as to why you are here? Have you ever asked yourself about that? Have you ever asked yourself why you are here on earth? What is your reason to be here on earth? Are you here by mistake? Some people have had stories whereby maybe their mom and dad weren't prepared to bring them on earth, but you eventually came here and you're here on earth. So does that mean you are here by mistake? What is the purpose as to why you're here on earth? Or why do you think you're here on earth? There is some truth that I want to put out to help each and everyone around the world. As long as this message reaches you, it was meant to reach you. My brother, my sister, you are not here by mistake. It does not matter how you came here on earth. It was not a mistake, and it was never a mistake. It does not matter what your parents tell you. They might tell you they weren't prepared, but you came here. But there is a reason they weren't prepared, but still you came. And throughout all the situation that you passed through, you managed to be here, and you are here. Some of us think we are here by mistake. Some of us think we were not supposed to be here. But if you weren't supposed to be here, then you wouldn't be here. There will be different topics that I will be bringing to you people about that truth that I'm supposed to share with you. And just remember that once this information reaches you, it was meant to reach you. in any way, in any capacity. As you're thinking about all that, there is something important that I want to tell you. There is a percentage of 95% of people. 95%, it might even be more or quite less, but around there. That means majority of the people in the world, majority of the people in the world are slaves in this world. Slaves of what? Someone may ask that question. Slaves of what? You know, someone will tell you, me, I have my own job, I work, I decide where to go, I decide what to dress up, I'm not bound by chains. But if you only listen to me, if you only listen to this message, you will know 95% or more of the people live under slavery in this world. Simply because, first of all, you don't even know who you are. You don't even know why you're here. There is a system built in this world deliberately to make you a slave of something you don't know. It is a system, and it is built to make you a slave. And most of the people in the world live this world not knowing they're slaves to that system. It is deliberate, and it is a game that is played by some elites out there that are rich, that are so influential, that know everything, most of the things, starting from your own creation to purpose and all that. There are elites out there in the world that know how this system works, that know how you can be rich without even trying, that know how you can be poor, that know how your brain works, that know everything about you. And they use this very knowledge to enslave you, simply because of a reason: they want to control you. And most of the people in the world live their entire lives not knowing this. You even die and leave the earth not knowing you've been a slave.